Rendezvous with Rama by Arthur C Clarke. The Arrival. The Endeavor, a vessel of human ingenuity and hope, drifted through the cosmic ocean. Its sleek corridors and high-tech consoles a stark contrast to the vast emptiness outside. Inside the observation deck, a dome of transparent material offered an unobstructed view of the approaching Rama, a cylindrical enigma that dwarfed their ship in both size and mystery. Commander Norton, a leader whose decisions were sculpted by years of navigating the stars, stood with a contemplative gaze. His crew, a tapestry of expertise from distant Earth, shared in the silent awe. 50 kilometers of enigma, Norton's voice broke the silence, a whisper against the backdrop of infinity. Lieutenant Joe Calvert, the navigating officer whose love for ancient films often colored his perception of space, nodded, his thoughts adrift in the parallels between fiction and their current reality. It's a relic from a cinematic universe, Commander, awaiting our script. Norton addressed his crew, his tone a blend of command and camaraderie. The script begins with us. Mercer, you're joining me for the first extravehicular activity. To explore beyond our ship's confines, we'll secure an entry point on Rama. Remember, safety is our guiding star. Carl Mercer, the life support expert whose hands were more accustomed to the certainty of machines than the unpredictability of imagination, adjusted his glasses in acknowledgement. Commander, the biofeedback systems are calibrated. Our venture will be as routine as a walk in the park. As Norton and Mercer donned their suits, the crew's anticipation was palpable, their breaths a chorus of muted excitement. Technical Sergeant Willard Myron, whose mechanical wizardry was renowned within the halls of Astrotech, handed Norton a toolkit with a knowing smile. For the unexpected treasures, Commander. With a nod of gratitude, Norton replied, "Stay vigilant, Myron. We rely on your eyes on the Endeavor." The airlock released with a hiss, a sound that marked the threshold between the known and the unknown. The crew clustered around the monitors, their reflections ghostly as they watched Norton and Mercer traverse the alien surface. "Any signs of life, Commander?" Carlisle Pereira, the exobiologist whose career was a mosaic of alien ecosystems, inquired with a mix of hope and scientific curiosity. Norton surveyed the desolate landscape, a geometric marvel that whispered secrets of its own. Silent as a crypt, Pereira. No signals, no stirrings. It's as if we're walking in the dreams of a slumbering giant. "We've secured the guide ropes," Mercer reported, his voice steady. "The surface is firm, yet we tread with caution." The Endeavor's crew, bound by a collective breath, awaited the next transmission. Norton's voice emerged once more. "We approach what could be a gateway. It's time to unveil Rama's secrets." The chapter concluded with the Endeavor's crew perched on the cusp of revelation, their odyssey into Rama's heart just beginning. The silence of the spacecraft mirrored the questions that danced in their minds. Was Rama a vessel of life, a tomb of the past, or a sleeper awaiting awakening? The answers lay hidden, veiled by the threshold of the great unknown. The Strait Valley. The Strait Valley was a sight to behold, a vast trench carved into the heart of Rama, stretching as far as the eye could see. Commander Norton stood at the edge, peering into the depths. "All right, team," Norton's voice crackled over the radio. "Remember, we're not just explorers. We're guests here. Let's move out, but keep an eye on each other." The descent was slow and methodical. Carl Mercer, the mission's geologist, led the way, bounding down the slope with practiced ease. The crew followed, tethered together by safety ropes. They reached the valley floor, a flat expanse of white, glass-like material. Dr. Ernst, the mission's chief geophysicist, tapped it with his hammer, the sound echoing off the valley walls. "It's solid," he reported, "but unlike any ice I've ever seen." Joe Calver's voice broke the silence. "Commander, look at this!" Norton bounded over, the rest of the crew trailing behind. Joe pointed to a series of markings on the valley floor, geometric patterns that seemed intentional, purposeful. "Could be a map, or a message," Norton mused. "Or simply art. Either way, it's a clue to understanding Rama." The crew nodded, their curiosity piqued. They had come to Rama seeking answers, and the Straight Valley was offering them in spades. As they continued their exploration, they knew one thing for certain. They were walking in the footsteps of giants, and every discovery brought them closer to unraveling the mysteries of the cosmos. The Cylindrical Sea. Commander Norton stood at the edge of the Cylindrical Sea, his eyes tracing the curve of Rama's interior. The crew huddled behind him, their breaths visible in the cold air. Dr. Ernst nodded in agreement with the commander's silent assessment. Jimmy Pack, the youngest member, squinted at the towering cliffs. "Do you think there's something beyond those shadows, Commander?" Norton's gaze followed Jimmy's. "Those shadows are cast by the colossal statues that line the cliffs, remnants of Rama's mysterious past. Let's set up the equipment. We have a lot to explore before the thaw sets in." As they unpacked, a sudden gust of wind swept across the sea. "These winds are picking up," Norton observed, steadying himself. "Dr. Pereira, any updates on the weather?" Dr. Pereira checked her instruments. "The temperature's rising faster than we anticipated due to increased solar activity affecting Rama's internal climate system." Norton's brow furrowed. "All right, team, let's prioritize. We need samples, readings, and visuals, but safety comes first." The crew split up, some heading towards the sheer cliffs, others preparing drones to fly over the sea. Jimmy, eager to contribute, approached Norton. "Commander, can I take a drone to the edge?" Norton nodded. "Stay in constant communication. The moment you feel it's not right, you come back." Hours passed, and the crew worked diligently. Suddenly, a loud crack echoed across the sea. "Commander, the ice is starting to break." Dr. Ernst's voice came over the radio. Norton's voice was calm but firm. "Everyone, pack up. We're heading back to the Endeavor." "I'm coming back, Commander." Jimmy's voice crackled through. The shadows were just reflections, but they looked like signals. As the crew retreated, the sea began to transform, with ice slabs tilting and crashing into each other. Back at the Endeavor, Norton watched the sea's upheaval. "We've witnessed something incredible today," he said to the crew. "Our mission is to explore and survive. We've done both. Well done, everyone." The crew nodded, their faces a mix of relief and awe. They had touched the unknown, and though Rama held many more secrets, they knew they had achieved something extraordinary. As Rama continued its journey through the stars, their adventure within the Cylindrical Sea would remain a testament to their courage and curiosity. The Southern Continent. The southern continent of Rama was a place of stark contrasts and profound mysteries. As Lieutenant James Pack maneuvered his Dragonfly craft over the alien landscape, he was struck by the Central Spike's imposing presence, its smooth surface reflecting the artificial light of Rama. "Look at that," Pack whispered to himself, his voice barely audible over the hum of the Dragonfly. "It's unlike anything on Earth." The radio crackled to life in his ear. "Pack, this is Norton. Report, please." Pack pressed the communication button. "Commander, I'm over the southern continent. There are structures here, unlike the patterns in the Straight Valley. They're massive, possibly part of a propulsion system." Norton's voice was steady, a calming presence in the face of the unknown. "Be careful, Pack. We don't know what we're dealing with." Pack nodded, even though Norton couldn't see him. "Understood, Commander." As he flew, Pack noticed something unusual, a splash of color against the monochrome backdrop. It was a flower-like entity with brightly colored tubes instead of petals. Pack landed the dragonfly and approached the anomaly. "This is Pack. I found something. It resembles a plant. No petals, just these vibrant tubes." Back on the Endeavor, Norton furrowed his brow. "A plant? Are you sure?" "Yes, sir. It's growing through a hole in the sheathing, almost protected." Norton considered this. "Could be a sign of life, Pack. Take samples, but be gentle. We don't want to cause any damage." Pack carefully collected the samples, his hands steady despite the enormity of the discovery. As he worked, a crab-like creature emerged, its shell glistening with a metallic sheen not seen before. It ignored Pack, focusing instead on the remains of the dragonfly's landing gear. "What the?" Pack started, then switched on his radio. "Commander, there's a creature here. It's not aggressive, just busy with the landing gear." Norton's response was immediate. "Don't engage, Pack. Observe and document." Pack recorded the creature's behaviors that dismantled the metal with surprising efficiency. It was a reminder that Rama was full of life, even in its most unexpected forms. As Pack prepared to return, he felt they were only beginning to uncover Rama's secrets. The southern continent was a testament to the unknown, a place where life and technology intertwined in ways humanity could barely comprehend. And as the dragonfly lifted off, leaving the lone flower-like entity behind, Pack knew that their mission was far from over. Rama held more questions than answers, and the southern continent was just the beginning. The lone flower. Jimmy Pack stood still for a moment, the profound silence of Rama enveloping him. The landscape was bleak, a canvas of monochrome interrupted only by the occasional static crackle in his earpiece. His gaze caught a speck of color, a delicate flower shimmering with metallic blues and violets, an anomaly in this world of engineered precision. "Hub control, I've found something unusual," Jimmy reported, his voice filled with wonder. The team at Hub Control responded with excitement, eager to see the data. Jimmy's scanner hummed, capturing the flower from every angle, sending a stream of data back to the eager scientists. As he stood there, the weight of the discovery pressing upon him, Jimmy felt a connection to Earth in this alien place. The flower, a symbol of life, seemed to whisper of the unexpected, the miraculous and the beautiful. It was a reminder that even in the vastness of space, there was still room for wonder. Jimmy resumed his journey back to the rendezvous point, the image of the flower etched in his mind, a token of life's persistence. It was a small act of rebellion against the sterility of this place, a silent testament to the resilience of life. As he walked, he reflected on the mission, the challenges faced, and the endless possibilities that lay in the unknown. The lone flower was not just a discovery, it was a promise of new beginnings in the cosmos. The Heran Threat. Commander Norton stood before the main screen, his crew's eyes also locked on the image of Rama. "Thoughts?" he asked. The Hermian's fear of Rama had manifested into a tangible threat. Dr. Chen whispered, "Why would they do this?" "They fear what they don't understand," Norton replied. "Rama is the unknown." Jimmy Pack, the young biologist, protested. "But what about the life inside, the ecosystems?" Norton nodded. "Rodrigo, prepare to lead a team to disarm the bomb. It's our only chance to save Rama." As Rodrigo and his team suited up, Norton addressed the crew. "We're on the brink of an interstellar incident. Be ready for what comes next." Determined looks were exchanged. They were now protectors of an alien world. "We're approaching the bomb," Rodrigo's voice crackled over the comms. "Be careful," Norton warned. "We're aware, sir." Cheers erupted as Rodrigo announced, Bond disarmed, Commander. Rama is safe. Norton exhaled. Well done, team. Prepare for immediate evacuation. As the Endeavor pulled away, Norton felt a twinge of sadness. They had saved Rama, but at what cost? Yet as Rama continued its journey, he knew its mysteries would beckon humanity again, to rise above their fears and reach for the unknown. The bomb disarmament. Rodrigo's breath fogged up the visor of his heavy insulation suit as he maneuvered the space scooter closer to the bomb. The silence of space was a stark contrast to the racing of his heart. He knew the crew was counting on him and every second mattered. Rodrigo, do you copy? Norton's voice crackled through the communication system, a reminder that he wasn't alone in this. Copy, Commander. Approaching the bomb now, Rodrigo replied, his voice steady despite the gravity of the situation. Remember, cut the red cable first, then blue. We don't want any surprises. Norton instructed, his tone betraying the tension they all felt. Understood, Rodrigo confirmed. With a firm squeeze, the necessary actions were taken, and a collective sigh of relief echoed in Rodrigo's ears. Commander, the bomb is disarmed, Rodrigo announced, a weight lifting from his shoulders. Excellent work, Rodrigo. Now let's get you back here, Norton replied, pride evident in his voice. As Rodrigo looked back at the inert device, he couldn't help but feel a sense of accomplishment. Back on Rama, the mission had taken a dramatic turn, but together, they had navigated the challenges and emerged victorious. The future was uncertain and the mystery of Rama's intentions lingered, but for now they had ensured the safety of their cosmic neighborhood. The chapter closed with a sense of hope, a testament to human resilience and the unyielding pursuit of knowledge. The departure. The control room of Rama buzzed with a tense energy as Commander Norton and his crew prepared for the final moments aboard the alien spacecraft. The vast cylindrical world that had been their home and mystery for the past weeks was now coming to life in ways they couldn't fully comprehend. Commander, we need to make our move now, Dr. Pereira announced, his voice steady despite the undercurrent of urgency. Norton nodded, his gaze sweeping over the crew. Everyone to your stations. Secure all loose equipment. We don't want any surprises during the departure. As the crew scrambled to follow his orders, Norton felt a pang of regret. They were leaving behind a world of wonders, a puzzle that was still missing so many pieces. Jimmy, did you secure the specimen container? Norton called out to James Pack. Yes, sir. It's safe and ready for transport, Jimmy replied, his young face etched with the same mix of excitement and disappointment that Norton felt. The ship's artificial gravity began to fluctuate, a sign that they were ready to depart. Norton managed to smile. Let's focus on getting out of here in one piece. We'll have plenty of time to reminisce later. The crew took their positions, strapping themselves in as the Endeavor, their spaceship prepared to detach from Rama. Norton gave the order, and with a gentle shudder they were free, drifting away from the colossal structure. As they watched Rama recede into the distance, Norton felt a sense of closure. They had done what they came to do, explored the unknown, and faced the challenges of an alien world. Goodbye, Rama, he whispered, not sure if it was a farewell or a promise to return. With that, the Endeavor turned towards Earth, carrying its crew, a testament to the indomitable spirit of exploration and the unending quest for knowledge.